Your life. Welcome to a Radio.
Thank you so much, and it's a privilege to have with us River G County District Number 2 Representative, Representative Francis Young. It's a pleasure. We say good afternoon, Honorable Representative, and welcome to the African Action Network Radio and TV.
Thank you. It's a pleasure interacting with you this afternoon.
How is River G the county that you represent?
River G is relatively fine. It's okay.
Basically, we are told that you have started lots of initiative when it comes to construction of some infrastructures within your district that most of your colleagues have failed to do since they got elected. Can you tell the public, River G citizen based in the diaspora, the US, about some of those initiatives?
Thank you for having hired this mind to place River G on the map. And let me appreciate uh, you and your crew, uh, particularly you taking your time going after me, making sure that the citizen of River G in the diaspora get to know the concern and how the county is doing. Is good to know. To the point, I was elected this gun legislative and presidential election 2017. I emerged winner. Um, the responsibility of going into a political race is not by telling the people what you cannot do, all because you want the people job. And when you get a job, you kind of Monrovia. Sometimes you spend your break out of Liberia. You send your family out of Liberia. You send whoever related to you out of Liberia, and making sure those who elected you being suggested to perpetual, even non-agent poverty. But on the contrary, our people found it difficult in the 50s. Our people, the piece of land called River G today was Upper Maryland County. Just to tell you how our people have been striving to have county charter so as to have equal share of the taxes that they have been paying. In the late 70 upward, our people, that particular land being called um, Lower Grand Area County, political struggle still being on. Our people fight until the county charter was given. The reason why I'm going this far is there was a reason why that portion of land that being called Upper Maryland County and Lower Grand Area County, there was a reason why our people decided to have a county charter, so as to develop it and making sure whatever you find in other counties to also be in that part of Liberia called River G County. Now, having been elected by the citizen, I'm under the full mandate of the citizen to make sure that don't need a thing. First thing that I have done is the high school today that every citizen in River G County want to have their children attending. The Twajigli High School came out as a junior high. Subsequently went to high school. Yeah, the late Nathaniel Willen, he played a part and left. But every time there were placards around, students were always in the street, no teachers. And so we make it our duty to carry 5 BSc teachers in various discipline. Those teachers, we continue to pay them from our pocket. In 3 years, before recent time, government factored them on civil 7 payroll. In Weipo Joe weekend, we've been having a elementary school from 1960. Even though Weipo served as a representative during the Taylor regime, and that school still remain an elementary school. But as we speak, we lobbied with the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Education and seeing the population on that side. The town from Grand Crew, Dwecken, they need access to a junior high study. And so we talked to Ministry of Education. As I speak to you, that school has been elevated to a junior high section. We also carry 3 teachers that have AA degree from a teacher college. Notwithstanding, we are yearning for a community college. The citizens of River G County will always send children to Grand Jury County, Zwedru, to be particular, Maryland, just to obtain degree. We need more than 3-4 high schools before having a community college that will absorb, those products that will be coming from those various high schools. Having had such a mind, we talked to Ministry of Education, and they sent assessment team, and in Chilapo, Jakaken. Jakaken had a lot of surrounding, and those students must come to Weipo Central High. You have to pay rent. The same thing that happened to us coming to Zwedru. You have to pay rent, and we can be in the same county. Then the people are not getting the benefit. The reason why the county was created. So we also talked to Ministry of Education, and they found reason and gave the status. The reason why it has not commenced is because I have to carry teachers. I'm lobbying now to carry teachers so that those children on our side can remain there until they have their high school credential. Now, while steering the affairs of District 2, it's so pathetic. When you go to District 3, I have my friend in the state, Charles Quitty. If Charles Quitty will come across this interview, it will bring tears to her eyes, but that tears will stand for tears of joy. Charles Quitty own town, we call it Klebo, in District 3. In Klebo, you will find out that when the woman is in pain, from Klebo to cross the Gabala River, going to the Ivory Coast, it's a distance. From Klebo to come to Diebo Uwaken, coming to Tobo Bauliken, it's a distance. So what we have done, we built 19 bridges in District 3. 19 bridges, meaning motorbike can enter Klebo now and have somebody in labor pain, but the distance is still far. So what we have done is to create a mini hair post in Diebo Parking. We built it there. It just needs plastering to turn it over to the county health team. I'm talking about District 2, District 3 rather. What I'm steering the affairs of District 2.
So many, you are a lawmaker of our boundary. Many expect you to work within the confines of your district.
Yeah, the reason there I saw our people, the demarcation, political demarcation we have in the county does not negate the fact that if the other side is forwarding, you have to keep waiting because you are District 2 lawmaker. So you see pregnant woman dying in District 3, and then you pull up with your car. We will not continue to govern our people like that because we stay with them, we feel the pain for our people, and we must do at the best that we can do. And that's how we build those things. There, the help posts that need to be plastered now, and the 19 bridges to connect Klebo to Uwaken. Now, while we are steering the affairs of District 2, we came back to District 1. As I speak to you, I have professional teachers, 2 are now teaching at Weipo Central High, District 1. I'm still sharing my salary with while processing them to get on Ministry of Education payroll. As I speak to you, in District 1, there's a town they call Siboken that is to be connected to the River G Zwedru Highway, linking the bush area. Very bigger town. They got businesses there, they got miners there, The schools have gone down because, I mean, they are not accessible to road. We built 7 bridges to connect Siboken to Keriboka weekend. As I speak to you, those bridges are being constructed. We got them done before the 2020 special senatorial election. That's District 1.
So all of those projects that you have implemented, what is the total cost of them personally?
Well, the 7 bridges, we spend not less than 2,000 United States dollars because they are those wooden bridges to have things going before we can have concrete bridges there. The 19 in District 3, we spend more than 8,000 United States dollars. Yeah. The mini help posts, we spend up to 1.5. Yeah. And so I don't like to go behind those things to be attached into figure because there are other things that we did behind the closet that we cannot, that we can remember jerking down as well. But what pleases me is to see our people being happy. That's my concern.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my concern. All right. I want for River G to look at other counties that had the county started before our time. That's my concern. That's my fright. And I will continue to fight
Let's
in that
look at
direction.
the young people in terms of empowerment.
Yes. As I speak to you, we are building. Could you imagine from the time we have our county starter from 2000, there's no intellectual center in the whole county, no public latrine in the county, a transport union rear parking station that will make our people to travel in and out. Those things, you can't find them in River G County.
So what are you doing as a lawmaker?
And so it obligates me that when I hear people talking about 30,000, I don't let it call noise. 30,000 is nothing. If I tell you that my account is empty, when month ends, the money goes to the citizen on projects, helping young people. The young people are all in the street. Young people graduate from River G County, ride motorbikes. They want to go to college. They don't have the money to go to other county and pay rent. What do we do? Now, as we speak, I'm molding the blocks for the intellectual center,
Okay.
the Monday Intellectual Center, parking, union parking, and a public latrine, modern public latrine.
In the heart of the city.
Yes, infection. As I speak to you, you can make connection to anybody. They should go on the spot. They will see more than 2,000 bricks there now, and they are still working. We want to build it to the level that will create job for young people because those things will be taken care of and they will create money.
So your colleagues are concerned, or the citizens as well, when it comes to this community college. Where are we? Where we stand?
Well, community college, we have not started from my end. I have a vocational training institute that was legislated by my colleague from District 3, right? And so I wouldn't like to go into the nitty-gritty of that.
Okay.
He will speak on that. But from my own understanding, we need a community college in fiction. And that community college is to absorb those students that are graduating from high school, to have them well built so that they could get prepared for the job market.
Your country is far, Yana, from the nation's capital, Monrovia, in terms of roads rehabilitation. What has been your own initiative within the county?
Well, the best thing to do is our people, through their subsisting farming, they've been able to support us in school. All right. Why it's true that we should have the dream to think about mechanizing farming. And there were, when I'm chairing I'm co-chairing agriculture committee in this house, I'm seeing some syndicate, some retrogression that will bring the president name on top. Why it's true the president is working so highly, but the pronouncement that were made by the president of the Republic of Liberia from his own heart, and he decided to chase after. That's why we'll get agriculture ministry a hard time, because we went on the agriculture fair program in Cari, and 16 million, the president met it, and the president still working on that, 16 million to be spread over the country for the sole purpose of agriculture, and making sure through that we can start coming in, people will come in, people that we already talked to will come in for the issue of the mechanizing farming. You ask a question. Mechanizing farming have to do with road connectivity, feeder roads. And so beginning with that, one of the towns in River G County has been devastated. That happened to be where I came from, the Chiefdom. Those citizens will be hoarding logs. Out of the time, though they are taxpayers in Liberia, but they've been deprived constitutionally. And so when we came here, we found it necessary to speak to government, making sure that fiction to Juebo is connected. Because those farmers there, their crops are spoiling, and by selling those crops, government have taxes. And so glory be to God, glory be to President Weah for listening to us, that our people got connected today, and they are conveying their crops to the market. That's one of the happiest things. Even today, if I will leave this planet Earth, that's the indelible mark that have been left for our people. And I love that. And I would like to continue with what I dream about. That's why we started being open Boucher, to call government attention that these people, they are also Liberians. They need deliverance. This politics that we're preaching in our country, let's be real. There are sometimes maybe you go and lie to your people, but you can't do that consistently. When the people stood under the sun and rain to have you elected. No, it's not right. That's not the way of politicking. You take money, you put money in your pocket, you carry your family out of Liberia. Liberia is not okay today now because you're being elected as maybe senator or representative. That's a bad notion. That's a bad notion. Let's do what we can do to build our country.
Today, finally, Honorable, today the opening of the official budget, draft budget, in the conference room of the House of Representatives with Liberia, the first of a kind since Liberia gained her independence, 730 million. So what does this mean for the people of River G and Liberia at large?
You see, it's so good. I'm a CDC lawmaker. I feel proud. What is true that I still have a little fear. Where do I have the fear? Is I'm listening to oppositions. I like to talk to oppositions. You know, we do not understand who opposition is. Opposition will always give your loopholes where there's gap. Once they start signing those messages, don't hate them. It gives you the strength to fill those gaps. What do I mean? Opposition saying our budget, why it's true, is historic, because since 1847 we haven't had such a budget. When Samuel Doe operating this country, we're just at 275, 300 million. All right. Today, the George Weah government is going close to $1 billion. Now, if this budget performs adequately, it touches the life of the poor people, trust me, maybe there will be a constitutional change. That change may not come with insurgency. It will come constitutionally. What do I mean? Citizens will say to convert and asking their deputies to ask George Weah for the third term while finding a suitable candidate.
Do you still bear the notion of this third term, Honor?
The reason why I'm bearing this notion is when I continue to see President Weah pushing for, I saw the dream as we speak for a quota, a payroll, entering fiction. Yeah, man, I said it started from Maryland way, but to see it being real in fiction, I'm of the strong conviction that President Weah will connect the Tapita Ganta River G Highway. Yes.
Let's look at the issue of health. Health has been a major challenge
Right.
in rural Liberia.
Right. You are
Where
right.
are we?
Here where we decide to go. I think it has been an oversight where a referral hospital will be given 100,000 United States dollar. All of those things cannot boil down to ones who being president being accused of appropriating and making sure that those things go to their needed areas. I just saw the draft budget, but I think it was it's an oversight, and I'm still seeing projections. Comes 2023, it might drop to 80,000. You are talking about human beings. I'm going to do a letter on the floor. The referral hospital is not only for River G County. All right, people come from Grand Crew that they refer there.
Meaning the money is small.
It's very small. That money cannot even take care of people infection before taking care of the entire county.
If your colleagues were to acknowledge your letter to add on it, what will you be recommending?
Now, because that is not the administrative cost. You understand that? The 100,000, it is not the administrative cost. Payroll is not involved. It's operational cost.
Okay.
You understand that? Now, it is the operational cost that the county health team going to use to make sure that the county is safe medically. You understand that? So you can put 100,000.
How much you need, Senator?
We need 500,000 to begin.
500,000.
Yes, at least we can begin with that.
Don't you think this will also induce other counties, referral hospitals to ask their lawmakers? This could be a burden on government.
When we say burden of government, then I don't think we will be driving at the wrong direction. If we say this government is by the people, of the people, and for the people, then it can be burden. Where do we get a word from burden? If everything centers around the people, and you are spending it on the people, then we shouldn't use the word burden. The people have to feel the impact. That one thing, President, we are doing that I like. There's a guy who been born in River G County who have not seen quota. He been there and he growing now. So when he saw the machines wasting quota, entering inflation, it looked so surprised to him. Meaning the world has been changed in your eyes. You understand that? So he feeling the impact of this government. He will even leave to go on the village. He said, I saw something black tick that car can even walk on without shaking. So it means this government want to change the living of our people. Then you're going in the real trajectory of the former of this government that we've been having. For the people, by the people, of the people. So what should we say burden on government?
I guess you are aware of the first 100,000 being allotted to your county for county development funds. Where are we? Have you guys carried on your county setting? What was those major priorities if you have done?
Well, we have an impediment. And our impediment is so worrisome and pathetic. When we even have a common break to get to our county, River G, it's difficult to do. You ride motorbike to go there. And some of us, we are operational patients. What is true that we have the clear vision to build a county, and the first thing to do is to save our lives. And so our county sitting have not been here, being on the road being so bad, and it's still dragging. You know, by the people, of the people, for the people. So even if you have allocated 1 million today, that money is untouchable until the citizens speak.
Are you not afraid that government could send in an extra account that one day it might be used when government in need of it?
It's been happening, and these are all negotiations in government. We can't stop that, but we know government know that there's a county exists called River G County. So if you decide to borrow when the citizens are not ready yet, it should be at the back of the mind of the government that you took something from River G County that is useful to the citizens of River G County.
Finally, Chief, is there any other question? Would he ask you love to talk to the people of River G in the diaspora and Liberia that are viewing you this afternoon?
Well, citizens of River G County in the diaspora, I got some friends. RICA President, Mr. Isaac Toole, his family, Mr. Jerome Kun, the board chair, Madame Sarah Nyepon, Mr. Uriah Kia. There are many. Mr. Chile Nore, there are many. But it's good that you are hearing me on this public platform. River G, being a Liberian, my origin and our origin is River G County first. And so coming in the legislature, I'm proud of you guys in the diaspora and that you are listening to me. I know the front-end efforts that you guys are making to come with some books. Yes. The day you enter, it will be something to see. That's why I'm going to reserve my duty free so that we can help. So that we can help because we need our schools to be built educationally so that our children can defend the land tomorrow when we shall have left. People in the diaspora, let's unite ourselves and come with a common front just for the survival of our county and our country, River G County.
Okay, thank you so much, Honorable. It was good speaking with you on the African Action Network, international media platform based in the United States of America.
It's a pleasure. I mean, you pushed me to the point that I think I got to make you my friend. I like people like you who are concerned about the well-being of your citizen. I like people like you. There are other people who practice these things. Just go behind one or two things. One, the person conform to what you want as an individual. I mean, you care less about that. I keep pushing you away, my son. I don't even be able to buy your scratch card. You said, no, I don't care. Oh man, wherever you go, I need that interview because the citizen of River G must survive. Let me appreciate you. Thank you for doing that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
My name is Shadrach Destiny Brown, a correspondent at the legislature in Liberia. Until then, you take over from me in studio there in the US. Thank you so much.